everybody, it's your DFW Realtor, Jay Holmes, but that's my business. We're not talking about my business today. We're talking with Chanel. She's the founder of Ancient Songs. So tell them about yourself and what you do.
Okay. Greetings, everyone. My name is Chanel Porchia Albert. I'm the founder and CEO of Ancient Song Doula Services. We are a reproductive health organization located in Brooklyn, New York, and northern New Jersey. But we're internationally recognized and known. Our work is centered on women of color, low-income individuals, and undocumented persons, and really trying to centering a beautiful birthing experience and what that means to the individual. And so we support people through their reproductive life course, and really wanting to center hope and humanity and bodily autonomy, right, and bring back our own power within our own birthing experiences.
Okay, and just a few questions. What do you do as a doula? Because you train doulas and
Right.
provide doulas to people, correct?
Yes.
And you still help people.
I do.
What
I
is
do.
the reason for a doula for people who don't know?
So a doula, somebody may find a doula for many different reasons. It could be because maybe you're birthing by yourself, maybe you've already had one pregnancy and you want a different outcome during this time, you want to be supported, or maybe you are just looking for, again, just additional support throughout your reproductive health. I think a lot of the conversation now has been around Black maternal health and Black maternal health outcomes as it pertains to us and our birthing experiences, and so a lot more individuals are taking up the opportunity to have a doula and have someone to center them throughout their reproductive process. A lot of it for us, in particular, as being Black women and Black birthing people, is centered around advocacy, information, so make an informed decision about your care, and what does it mean for you to know that you have options throughout your reproductive life course. So whether you decide to have a home birth, go to a birthing center, or a hospital birth, like having a doula present helps to reduce a lot of interventions, but it also just helps to make the birthing experience oftentimes a more pleasurable one.
And how do you bring our ancestors into the trainings, into your doula services?
Oh, that's a great question. I think that the work that I don't think I have to bring them in. I think it's just automatically, it's just ancestral.
Yeah.
Right. Everything that we do is vibrational, right, and it's connected to a higher source, a higher power, the Creator, Most High, whatever you want to call them. It's okay. How you doing? And it's centered around us understanding that what we're doing is not anything new, right? And what can we learn from our ancestors? And we learn a lot. We understand, like, in African traditions, we believe that when you birth a baby, you're birthing an ancestor into the world, right? And so what does it mean to center that experience? What does it mean for someone to bring their child into a space where it's a sacred environment, where they know that they're being loved, where they're being affirmed in what it is that they want for themselves and for their families? And it also is a trajectory for how parenting can go as well, right? So how we choose to center, the mom and the birthing person during that time has a long-standing effect of like how they see themselves and how they're able to parent, right? Whether they feel like solid in it, whether they feel like they have the necessary supports in place. And all of that is ancestral. Like from the beginning of time, we're in the Bible doing this work, right? We're in our communities since if you want to talk about history and the enslavement of African peoples, we have always had in our communities women who have been healers, who have been herbalists, who have been midwives, who have always, the auntie, the cousin, somebody, when it was a birth that was happening, they came and they supported that, right? And so that's all we're doing is we're letting folks know, like, that's not gone. It's just given a different name, right? But we're still here.
And why do you think that a lot of Black women don't know about the doula services, or just having that? It's kind of like community help. Like, we don't really have that anymore like we used to.
Yeah, I think because we live in a world that really centers individualism. It really centers this idea of like, I have to do it myself, I have to do it for me, and that's not reality. The reality is that nobody parents alone. You know what I mean? And it is a community, like parenting is a community care framework in and of itself, right? Which means that, I need to know that when I'm not there, like community is looking out. And that's what traditionally what it was, right? And when we started to pick up more Eurocentric ideals around birthing and what birthing is supposed to be, that's when we got lost in the process. That's when we get lost in like thinking, oh, it's just me. It also has a lot to do with the systems of oppression that are put in place that make us fearful to share and open up our homes to other people. And so what the doula does is really deconstructing and decolonizing that framework and saying, like, listen, like, I'm here to support you through that process. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to center you in what it is that you want for yourself and what you want for your family, right? And try to make that make that happen for you as much as possible, even within that institution that doesn't necessarily see you as a complete human being, right? Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring back hope and center your humanity in the process. So yeah.
Okay, well that's very beautiful. And last question, in the world that we live in, what do you want to change about doulas and what they're doing now, or something you can recommend?
Something I can recommend. I recommend folks, again, just working from a more community-based perspective. You know what I mean? Like, what does it mean for us to, one, look at all of the richness and the resources that we have, because we have a lot, and a lot of times we'll stop ourselves from doing things because we feel like we don't have enough, or because it doesn't look a particular kind of way. And I say to folks, like, it's not supposed to look any kind of particular way. It looks like when it's done with genuine intention, when it's done with love, when it's done in purpose, when it's done in truth, it doesn't matter.
Good point, because I'm like almost a little stressful because I'm like, oh, I need a Kiana to come get him so I can do the interview.
No.
But it can't, it's not a certain way.
No.
You know, it is what it is.
No, and that's and here's the thing. Like, our children shouldn't have to be separated from us and what we want to do. When I started this work, I used to bring my children with me to births. Or if you like see me speaking on a panel, I have a baby with me. And it's not for me to change who I am in my parenting because of the outside world. It's the outside world to understand that this is a part of life. Children are a part of life. Family is a part of life, right? And so when you move that way, other people have to conform to that. You don't have to conform to them. If you want me to come and you want me to speak, then my child's probably gonna come with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because she was right here, and I'm like, that's bomb.
Yeah.
Because she's traveling with you, and she's listening to your work, and it's like not a problem.
Right, because they need to know what we do.
Yeah.
They need to know that there's other things that they can do outside of like these traditional frameworks that are set up that says like, oh, you go to school, you learn some information, you regurgitate that information, and that's all that's possible. It's like,
or just parent daughter day, you can bring them one time out there.
And now we can be together. No, I feel like there's nothing that should separate you from what it is that you're passionate about and your parenting, especially as moms. You know what I mean? A lot of times we feel like we have to because we want to make other people feel comfortable. Right? We'll be like, shh, and tell a child to quiet. No. They need to understand that children are going to be children. They're vocal. They make noise, they express themselves, and we wouldn't want anybody to oppress us like that, so why do we try to do it to them?
I appreciate you. It was I just finished our weekend training, doula training, and it was beautiful, you guys. So check out her institution. Is it an institution?
Yeah, it is an institution. It's a community-based organization. You can check us out at Ancient Song, or you can follow me at Chanel, CHANEL _ Porchia, PORCHIA on Instagram.
Yeah, check her out, guys. Thank you.
You are very welcome.